I know you probably just want to sit and enjoy the beautiful winter, but you're feeling so stressed about your budget, about your groceries, and you're not sure what to do. Well, that's why I'm making 30 mostly organic meals in the kitchen today for only $100. This can stretch so far for your family, and I'm being modest with the 30 meals. It might be even a little bit more than that. Go ahead and join me. We will make these meals together that are nourishing, easy, and simple to make. You can throw them in the oven, go play with your kids, go get some work done, and come back to them later. It could not be a better addition to your life and to your family in 2026. All right, apparently my mic was dead here. I had a bunch of caffeine, was feeling a little bit crazy. So I'm just explaining. I already made a homemade coconut milk, onion, spinach, cheddar cheese frittata. That was super easy. I just mixed it all together, put it in the oven, and whipped that up. And then I'm also talking about here, I just found out recently about air chilled chicken versus non-air chilled chicken, and you do want the air chilled. The other chicken is going to be soaked in a chlorine solution, and then the chicken retains the water, which is not yummy. So I'm just recommending using air chilled here. And then the other meals that we're going to be making, we're going to be roasting whole chicken. And if you're trying to stick to a budget in 2026, whole animals or whole chicken or bigger cuts of meat are going to be where it's at. You can use all of the meat on the chicken, and then you can use the bones to make bone broth. And we are going to be roasting these chickens for some roasted barbecue chicken that we're going to stuff inside some sweet potatoes. We're also going to be making a bone broth, butternut squash lentil curry. And then we're also going to be making some spaghetti squash with tomato pasta sauce that has chicken and basil in it. These meals are mostly going to be thrown in the oven. They're going to cook, and then I'm going to go out and go for a walk with my daughter, who is on my back and wants to be held just all the time right now. I think I know she's getting some teeth in, and this has probably been the hardest teething experience that she's had, and she just does not want to be put down. She wants to nurse all day long. The girl is struggling, so we're putting her in the carrier on my back, which works for a little bit, you know. So when I'm cooking on a budget and I have a certain amount of money I want to spend, I go into the grocery store with that $100 and I look for the most economical and nutritious items for that, for the lowest amount of money. Because if you go into the grocery store with a meal plan already planned out, you're going to be spending way more. You're not shopping what's on sale at the store. You're not shopping necessarily what's on season. So I find it way better to go into the store and kind of have somewhat of an idea of some meals that I could make, and then kind of shop around for what is on sale at the moment. That saves me so much money. So these spaghetti squash were really cheap at the store. So was the butternut squash. These two items were not organic, and I'm totally fine with that because we are going to be eating the inside of the product. It's hard because even organic items at the grocery store, so much is allowed to be sprayed on them, but it is better than conventional produce still. So I tried to get the sweet potatoes organic. We'll be eating the skins of those. The chicken is organic. The bone broth will end up being organic as well. The basil that I used is organic. I got a really nice local cheese. So those items are really important for me to get high quality organic products of, whereas something like this spaghetti squash, I don't mind being conventional and just scooping out the inside of it. And here's me with my mic off again, but I'm just explaining to you that I have my daughter in the carrier nursing because literally, guys, nonstop. I don't know, I have not experienced this with teething. I swear she's nursing like 20 to 30 times a day. Like she just wants to sit on the couch and nurse. And she doesn't really want anything else to to help, like teethers or frozen things. So if you have any tips for me, I will gladly take it. If you're an experienced mom, I'm just telling myself it will pass and she'll go back to nursing more normal amounts. So, what I really like about this style of meal prep is that you're just prepping all of these individual ingredients and it's minimal time actually handling the food. You throw the chicken in some in some Dutch ovens, you throw the potatoes on a pan, the squash on a pan, and it all cooks in the oven. I've been playing with my daughter. We went on a walk. She cried a little bit. She had a rough time right before her nap. I put her down for a nap, snuggled her for like 15-20 minutes, and now I'm just taking the food out of the oven. It's all cooked, and then I'm going to just assemble the meals. And the pasta will be super easy to assemble. The barbecue chicken, super easy to assemble. The lentil soup is going to take a little bit more effort, but that is still fairly easy. I'm actually going to get our lentils soaking in some water with a little bit of apple cider vinegar overnight. And then in the morning, when the bone broth is done cooking, I will go ahead and assemble that all together. It's gonna be delicious. I think the only other thing I have to do is chop up the butternut squash that I'll be using in that lentil soup and start pulling the chicken apart and assembling the pasta. So I don't know, I'm pretty happy with this. That was very, very easy. All right, it's the next morning here and we are going to be finishing up these meals. I don't know if I mentioned it before, but these meals are going to be for a friend and her mom who have some specific health goals in mind, who want to eat more protein-rich, organic, nourishing meals. And so I'm preparing them for them. The bone broth in all of the meals is homemade, cooked in about 12 hours. I pre-soaked all the lentils so they'd be more digestible, just things that are really going to help nourish their body and help their body take in as many nutrients as possible. I also thought I was recording audio here, but I was not, and hopefully my husband is not going to be really angry at me for putting him in this video because I just thought he looked so cute here, so I included him. And this was our daughter saying blueberry because she started saying blueberry for the first time. So anywho, I will walk you through the specific instructions on how to cook everything in the description, but basically all the vegetables I cooked yesterday, you just cook until they're fork tender. I like to cook the sweet potatoes until they're a little bit caramelized, and then the squash is just fork tender, and it's really easy. So we are moving on to making the curry together now. So my wonderful husband, as I was cooking all of this, made us some homemade omelets that had venison, pesto, cheese. We made homemade bacon, and that was all in the omelet. It was so good. And I'm putting together this curry, and it's gonna cook for about an hour. So good. This curry was delicious. I made this with a grilled cheese on the side. I kept some for myself. It was so good. The amazing thing is that I made so many meals, like so many more meals than I thought. I think the soup had about 9 or 10, I think maybe 9 servings in the soup. The pasta was, oh man, there was 8 servings of pasta. There was like 8 servings of the frittata, or more than that. There was 6 servings of the barbecue and sweet potato. And then there was tons of bone broth. I used some of the bone broth even to make another soup that was not in this video. And this was not overwhelming. It was very calm, and I really want to show you how to create a calm and peaceful kitchen. And that's why I have created my Calm Kitchen Guide to help you create rhythms that make you feel rested in your kitchen, so that you're not cooking like crazy every single day or just racking your brain with what you're going to make for meals. It will help you create a calm, peaceful system. It's not perfect and it's not complicated, just really simple meals that are nourishing, high in protein, high in good quality fats. You're going to love it. So go ahead and email me at simplemainkitchen@gmail.com. I'm so glad we could cook together. This is so much fun for me. If you made any of these meals, I really, really, really want to see. So you can join me over at Tay Oxner on Instagram and send me a picture or video of your meal. And happy cooking. I'll see you soon.